with that.
Before he announced the rematch, did you guys speak? Was there any talks of maybe trying to do it and then he eventually announced the retirement? In other words, were there any negotiations or any talks whatsoever about trying to do the rematch
right
after
the fight?
Right after. And
Right
how did that
after
go
the fight.
initially?
No, I don't know if they say to him.
Yeah.
But right after the fight, we talked with Turki Lashi. We talked about it, but anything happened.
Yeah.
I think we sometimes we go out of bases. You know what I mean? I did everything good in the training camp, but my mind was.
Did you retire because there really was nothing else for you to do? Because you said you knew you was gonna retire after Canelo, and then when you announced retirement, people were saying, "Nah, you shouldn't retire yet." But nothing they said really made sense. Like, right? Did you really retire because you looked at the landscape and you was like, "There's nothing else for me to do"? For sure.
Do you think you ever fight him again or no?
I hope so. I got the feeling that he's gonna come and fight again.
You feel that way? Because he's adamant. Like I spoke to him 2 weeks ago. He says, "No, I'm good." And everyone.
You need to respect that.
Yeah.
If he's out, right? But I hope not. I hope he come again for one more.
So I ain't got nothing to do today, so I thought I'd come in here and work out for the first time since I fought. And guess what they got me doing? Well, I got myself doing. Sparring Lester. About to get in. Just 2 rounds. Stay tuned, baby. Listen. Got my ass in there. 2 rounds, got my ass kicked. That's very humbling. I ain't used to that. I gotta get back in shape. I can't just be going months and months and months, not doing nothing, and then think I'm young and I can get in here and spar the big dogs like that. I'll be back though.
Few losses in boxing carry the kind of weight that follows a fighter for years. Canelo Alvarez entered the September 2025 showdown as one of the sport's biggest stars, but Terence "Bud" Crawford delivered a stunning upset on the grandest stage. Before Canelo could even start talking about getting another chance, Crawford was already moving in a completely different direction. When Crawford left that night wearing Canelo's super middleweight title, he didn't just add another major achievement to his resume, he also left Canelo facing a problem that had no simple solution.
And I need to make this fight happen again, no? And it's gonna be different. I think for him to deserve all the credit, he need to give me the rematch.
What looked like the final chapter has instead turned into one of boxing's most intense, unresolved situations. Canelo has made it clear that he isn't willing to simply move on. Instead, he continues pushing for another opportunity, even putting pressure on a retired Crawford in an effort to change how the first fight is remembered.
You know what I mean? I get a lot of like paydays, like you say, but I'm still love boxing. I don't do it because I get a lot big paydays. It's because I really still enjoy boxing. I love boxing, but it's nothing out there for me to prove, because I did everything. I accomplished pretty much everything.
That September night remains one of the most significant moments the super middleweight division has experienced. Crawford, who moved up 3 weight classes to challenge a naturally larger opponent, completely changed the expectations surrounding the matchup. Rather than trying to match Canelo's physical strength, Crawford relied on distance, timing, movement, and superior decision-making. Canelo struggled to find his target as Crawford repeatedly made him miss and answered with sharp combinations. The Mexican superstar, normally known for walking opponents down and controlling the action, suddenly looked frustrated and unable to establish his rhythm. Crawford's performance was a technical display that exposed just how difficult his style was to solve. There was little doubt about who had executed the better game plan. Still, accepting that another fighter simply figured you out is one of the hardest things for a champion to admit.
Crawford is the most complete fighter that I've ever witnessed in real life. He's the most complete. He has it inside and also outside. He will beat Floyd Mayweather. There's no hands down. I don't care about that resume crap. We just saw a dude, they said, oh, he got a better resume. He fought more of this, he's fought more of that. I don't give a damn about no damn resume. What I give a damn about is skill for skill. Heart to heart, will to win. Yeah. Hey, they both got great wills to win. However, damn, I'm telling y'all, Crawford will beat Floyd Mayweather in his prime. Pound for pound. Prime versus prime. He'll beat Floyd Mayweather. 135, 140, 147. It don't matter. He'll beat him. He'll beat him. He has the concentration. He has the ring IQ. He has more power than Floyd. He's longer than Floyd. He's stronger than Floyd. He can counterpunch. He can fight for both sides. He got a chin of granite. Come on, man. Y'all, man. Hey, I love me some Floyd Mayweather, but I'm just going to keep it a buck with y'all. Terence Crawford is a different animal. Terence Crawford, no offense to Zab. Zab was a fantastic fighter, but Zab ain't no damn Terence Crawford. He's not. Hell no. He'll beat Floyd in everything. Man, y'all could be stuck on that Floyd Mayweather. Y'all could be stuck on this resume bull crap all y'all want, man. I'm not gonna stop.
There was also a major contractual detail that became extremely important after the fight. Canelo, despite being one of boxing's biggest attractions, reportedly entered the voluntary title defense without securing a guaranteed rematch provision. That decision became even more significant once Crawford decided his future would not revolve around giving Canelo another opportunity.
Standing as champion going into the fight, that if it didn't go your way, that there would be a rematch. Was that discussed beforehand?
No, never discussed.
Never discussed.
No.
I know there wasn't a rematch clause.
It was some mistake in my side to not sign the rematch, right? Because the champion always need to do the rematch clause, right? Clause rematch or whatever, and I didn't.
Then, only 3 months later, Crawford announced his retirement in December 2025, and the consequences of that contract decision became impossible to ignore. Canelo suddenly had very little negotiating power, and was left with a major defeat that he had no immediate way to avenge. Crawford had accomplished what many believed was nearly impossible, captured the biggest prize of the night, and then walked away from the situation on his own terms.
I'm born a fighter, and I think boxing was part of my purpose, but I think my purpose is, giving back to the community and the kids and the youth.
It didn't take long before explanations for Canelo's performance began emerging. During a recent appearance on Ariel Helwani's show, Canelo gave his perspective on what went wrong. According to the Mexican star, his preparation inside the gym had gone exactly as planned, but the final days before the fight became chaotic and affected his concentration. Canelo admitted that his head was not completely focused on the task at hand, claiming outside distractions interfered with important parts of his preparation, including making weight and properly recovering afterward.
It's already happened. I cannot control. I know what I did bad. Not bad, wrong. I think we sometimes we go out of bases. You know what I mean? I did everything good in the training camp, but my mind wasn't there.
Why not?
I don't know. I feel like I wasn't there thinking about other things. A lot of things happen in the fight week. So sometimes we going out of bases. Focus on the fight, focus on boxing. Like I say, I did everything good in the camp. I always train very hard. But it's not just that. You can be physically ready, but if your mind is not there, it's not the same.
I heard you say the weight cut and maybe the rehydration wasn't great?
Everything is because my mind wasn't there. So
you were thinking about other things?
Yeah.
But it's such a big fight. How do you, usually,
I don't know.
You've done this so many times.
I just can't tell you. I just cannot tell you how that happened. It just happened, right? And I need to learn about what happened. I don't gonna victimize myself. Oh, I should do this, but it's already happened. I need to move forward, right? And just make sure.
There were also reports surrounding cramps during the fight, along with a serious problem involving Canelo's left elbow. that eventually required surgery. Put together, those circumstances have helped create Canelo's argument that Crawford never experienced the best version of him that night. Critics, however, see that explanation differently. To them, the injury and preparation issues may have played a role, but they don't erase the fact that Crawford executed a brilliant tactical plan and earned the victory.
And I try, but my body doesn't respond. I have cramps in my legs, so doesn't respond the way I really want. But, you know, it is what it is. We learn from that and we move forward. And I know what mistakes I made in the fight and in the camp too. But that's what it's boxing about. I think a winner doesn't mean you need to win every time. No? You need to learn from everything, from the losses, take the losses, and learn from that, and move forward, and still doing the things you love.
Now, you could have fought anyone last year. You know, you're big enough where you could have put me in the ring and it would have did numbers. You gave him a big opportunity. You're a type of guy who likes a little payback. Was there any part of you that got upset when he announced his retirement and you said, oh, I gave you the opportunity, now you're not going to give me the opportunity back?
Yeah, of course. That's I think he don't. I always give all his credit, no, but we need to run it back. That's why my tough. When after the fight, I say we need to run it back this fight, because
that determination to revisit the defeat has also fueled a major discussion about Crawford's legacy. Canelo has repeatedly suggested to interviews and social media comments that Crawford's victory would carry even greater historical significance if he agreed to a second fight. He has also voiced frustration over fans never getting an immediate rematch. The situation became even more interesting when the two fighters unexpectedly found themselves in the same area near Egypt's famous Giza pyramids.
You dig, dude? I see him flying around the cruiserweight. I see him, man. He's flying around the cruiserweight. Make the wish or finish it up.
Let's do this, guys. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh, okay. Wow. Very nice. Yeah. One more. Bye bye. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
There is a strong sense of irony surrounding the entire situation. Before their first meeting, Canelo had repeatedly argued that defeating a smaller fighter would not earn him much recognition. Now, after losing to the man who moved up to challenge him, the roles have completely reversed. ESPN's Salvador Rodriguez recently added fuel to the story by reporting that Canelo remains focused on pursuing another fight with Crawford in 2026.
How would you map it out?
oh, win a world champion.
Is there anyone that you see? Because, I mean, you could fight that, you could just point your finger and fight anybody. Is there anyone that you see that you're like, I like that guy's style. I want to be in the ring with that guy one day.
I want somebody to come and fight, to make a good fight. That's what I want. Make it a good fight, and the people love the fight. The people enjoy the fight. That's what I want.
Another fighter who works with His Excellencies, obviously Dmitry Bivol. Is that a closed chapter for you, or is that something you may still do in the future?
No, why not? We'll see in the future. It makes sense. Why not? I always, like I say, I always like challenge, and why not? Maybe.
When people look back at your career, 10 years from now, 100 years from now, maybe with the 100th Ring Magazine Awards, and one day they're showing a video about you, what do you want them to remember most about Canelo Alvarez?
Oh, all the things I accomplished is very hard to do it. So I think they're gonna remember me I'm gonna be in the history of boxing, in the books of history of boxing. I'm being a lot of times fighter of the year, this and that. I think they're gonna remember me, you know. And what I want to remember is that you need to take care about you. Need to take care about what you are doing.
When reporters approached Terence Crawford with questions about Canelo's reported plans for a 2026 rematch, Crawford's response was short and dismissive. He essentially made it clear that the news was nothing he had heard about. During an appearance on The Breakfast Club, Crawford reinforced that position, pointing out that the original agreement did not contain a rematch clause. That means Crawford is under no contractual obligation to give Canelo another opportunity, leaving the decision entirely in his own hands. Crawford's team has shown very little interest in entertaining Canelo's demands either. Brian "Bo Mac" McIntyre, Crawford's longtime trainer, went as far as publicly suggesting that Canelo should consider walking away from the sport rather than continuing to chase a rematch that may never happen.
The potential of moving forward and continuing. He put so far in his Instagram caption in the sense of he's not done yet. Would you like to, just as a fan, not because you've just beaten him, would you like to see him continue or retire?
Yeah, I'd love to see Canelo fight again, man. If he want to continue 2 or 3 more fights, just let him go ahead and do it. He earned the right to do what he wanted to do. You know, and he fought with some of the best fighters of his era. And when you get to that stage, and I mean, it's in his blood. So go ahead, Canelo, fight again. 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, however many times you want.
Would you though? Because genuinely, from the most unbiased perspective, he's out of his prime now, and there's not many people. If you're not going to fight Benavidez, there's no one that people would be clamoring for him to fight. What should he do now?
Well, I think Charlo just put something out there that he's like something about my division. I'm on my way back to fight Charlo.
What if he loses that?
Well, then
Roy Jones Jr., one of boxing's most respected former champions, also weighed in on the situation. Jones advised Crawford not to respond to Canelo's attempts to draw him back into the rivalry. In his view, Crawford already proved enough at 168 pounds and has nothing left to accomplish there. Instead, Jones believes Crawford should focus on making history at 160 pounds. For now, every public push from Canelo seems to receive the same reaction from Crawford's side: silence, dismissal, or a reminder that Crawford controls his own future. And the longer that continues, the more difficult Canelo's pursuit of a second fight becomes.
When I retired, you know, that's 30 years, bro. 30 years. So you ask yourself, if you've been taking your body through hell for 30 years, would you retire? All right then. So there go your answer. So that's why I retired. There's nothing else for me to accomplish in the sport of boxing. I gave my all to boxing, but I'm not going to give my health to boxing. You know, if I was to come back, well, who would I fight? I'm asking you.
Well, that's a good question. That's a good question.
All right, so there you go. There you go. I have nobody to fight. I have nothing to accomplish. So now I'm just coming back for the sport and just money. I never fought for money. I always fought for legacy. A lot of people said I was taking the Canelo fight to fight for money. You know, yeah, we prize fighter. Yeah, we won a prize. But at the same time, I always fought for legacy. That's what it was.
What's the first sport now that you're done with boxing that you get into in retirement? What's the first sport? Because you're an athletic dude. You're always doing something. What do you get into?
Me personally, I'm not getting into nothing. You know, like I'm...
No golf?
Nah, I'm just...
I was going to say, because I whoop you on the links, too. We got to get you in Madden, and then I'll get you on the golf course, too.
Man, listen, I'm just taking the time to travel the world, to spend with my family, and I'm not worried about nothing right now. You know, I said I was going to take a year off just to do that, and then next year I was going to think about...
That's it for today. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what comes next. Share this video with other boxing fans, and let us know in the comments whether you think Canelo deserves another shot at Crawford. We'll see you in the next video.